Welcome to TELLI Talks, where we talk about life, growth, relationships, and all things in between. I have my co-host OGZ2 Funny in the building.
Yes, Lord.
And today, y'all, we have a very special guest. I've known him for, I don't even know, 10 years or something.
Probably more than that.
Probably more than that. He's been cutting my son's hair since he was a little kid, like 6 or 7 years old.
Yep.
JC the Barber.
What's up, y'all? Thank you guys for having me.
No, thanks for coming.
For real.
So, JC, I know your journey. So for the people that don't know who you are, probably live under a rock or don't get their hair cut and is not a man, please tell us about your journey and how you got started and where you are today.
Wow. How much time we got? 'Cause
A lot.
We got
We
time.
got a lot.
Yeah, we got
We got
time
all
for
the time
you.
in the world.
All right, so for those of you guys who don't know, my name is JC, a.k.a. JC the Barber. I've been cutting hair 10 years now, and I am LA's A-list go-to celebrity barber. I mean, I cut everybody from Chris Brown, Khaled. I've cut, Deontay Wilder.
Swaggy P.
Everybody you can think of, any A-lister that you can think of, I've cut their hair, and I'm not cheap.
So, okay, speaking of not cheap, right? Let's tell everyone where you started for like the aspiring people that are, wanting to cut hair, cutting hair for $10, $15. Now, where did you start off and where are you now?
Okay, so I started in my aunt's guest house, which was probably as big as my bathroom now. And I was charging $5, $10 a haircut. Went to barber school and then got into the barber shop where it was like $15 a haircut. And then, you can't book me for less than $500 now, so.
Nuts, y'all. $500 for hair. But mind you, okay, please
Yo.
tell people what that $500 includes. Like,
that $500 is just my time. The reason
he
why
ain't playing no games.
the reason why I say that is because a lot of people get the whole cost of a haircut misconstrued. What people are paying for is the price of our time of the service that we provide. So price is only what people pay, and value is what they get. If you can provide an excellent customer service for your client, give them everything that they would normally not get in a barbershop, you can ask for whatever you want.
Right.
And I learned that from sales, selling real estate and stuff like that. So
Absolutely.
that's all it is.
Absolutely. So when he cuts hair, y'all, it's not just your like typical. What I was trying to get into is when you
really
cut
not.
hair, it's not just your typical haircut.
Yeah.
Like, he gets into like, you getting facials, you getting your mustache, you getting your beard, you getting a lineup, you getting a fade, you getting your hair trimmed down. I mean, like
Laser pointer.
all the above. You
the
have
optical
all
glasses.
Yeah,
Optical
like
lenses.
he has glasses, special like glasses so he can see.
Get your line up right.
So it's not just your typical haircut, and like he said, he provides an experience. So it's not just you're there getting your hair cut. He comes to you.
Yeah.
Right? He's a mobile service, so you don't even have to leave your house. He can come to where you're at, whether you're in Miami, whether you're in LA, whether you're in Canada, Toronto. He'll cut your hair wherever you are, wherever you need. And he's really quick, and he's really very precise and super neat. Like I said, he's been cutting my son's hair since he was a child, and now he's a teenager. And
I'll be roasting that boy.
my son's hair, he likes to wear it curly, like in a little like
I call it the NCAA basketball.
yeah, it's like
Starting
that
five.
college
The Duke starting
basketball.
five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that look, that messy, scruffy. I don't want to comb my hair, and I want to leave conditioner in it so it stays curly. So when JC gets a hold of his hair, it's a lot to deal with.
It is, and it's funny because I remember the last couple times I came to the house, he was like, "You're done already?" I'm like, "Bro, I do this. Like, this is what I do. Like, I'm not gonna wake them up. Like, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm done."
Yeah, so like they have their own little schedule going on with the haircuts. So Karan, he grew his hair out.
All of COVID, right?
Yeah, all of COVID. Didn't cut his hair for like what, 2 years, a year and a half.
That boy looked like a bum on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm telling you.
Don't talk about my son like
I'm just
that.
saying, I love him to death. This is,
He did look
he
wild.
would look wild.
Yeah, but he just wanted to grow his hair out, and he had this like, I don't know, ritual that he didn't want to cut his hair until whatever. So now he's all into girls. He's like, I want to do this to my hair. I want to do this. I want to do that. So he's on his own little like hair journey.
I just feel honored that he waited 2 years for me to cut his hair.
Yeah, he did
Like-
wait for you.
No, but I was like, honestly though, I was like, if you're gonna cut your hair, it needs to be like a thorough cut. Like,
Yeah.
like he doesn't comb his hair.
Yeah.
and it's like, you know, his scalp is damaged because he doesn't comb it and like, you know, oil
Not no
it.
more.
Now, yeah, now he has him on his own little regimen. So he's, you know, JC will smack oil on your head, make sure it's moisturized and all of that stuff. So
But it's crazy because a lot of clients, what they don't understand is like it's more than just cutting hair. Like there's an actual science to maintaining your hair, and you know what I'm saying. Like the reason why I can charge so much is because I'm a professional of my craft.
Absolutely.
People don't question the doctor or they don't question the dentist when they tell them what they need.
Absolutely.
Because they're professional. So I just carry myself in a professional manner. So you're not gonna question what I charge.
Absolutely. And I just feel like when someone likes something, it doesn't matter how much they pay for it because they like it, they enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like you choose to pay for what you want to pay for, regardless of what the cost is. So if like, you know, if you want to buy a $500 haircut, but you're not into looking good, you're not gonna spend the $500.
Exactly.
But if you're into looking good and you want to look sharp, you will spend that $500.
I want to touch back on that. You said your son didn't get a haircut for 2 years. You have some clients that get haircuts. How often?
Well, shit, when Callie was living in LA, I had to cut his hair every day, which was very frustrating because a lot of my other clients would get mad. They'd be like, bro, how you just gonna be with him every single day? And I'm like, man, he's paying me. Like, what you want me to
paying
do?
you every day
like,
for
what you
a
want me to
haircut.
do?
So every day you cut this man's head. You just cut it last night. Say you would cut it today. What are you cutting on his head?
I've actually cut his hair 2 times in one day.
What?
2 times in one day.
Yeah.
So okay, now my question is,
someone's hair 2 times in one day.
Okay, so if you're cutting, so are you just adding the Beijing? Are you adding the lineup? Like what? Like I'm confused as to why they get into. Because like I get it. Like with me, I have hair. So when you're changing your hair, like let's say for example, my hair is down in the middle part. If I want to. The same day, like if I'm doing a photo shoot, I might want to wear a pony in my photo shoot. So I'm changing my look. Yeah. But with a haircut, like how are you changing that to cut twice a day? Or are you just adding on?
It's adding enhancements, and then especially like with men who have like skin fades, like just that little hair follicle, if it's showing in a skin fade, like you can really tell. So just having to shave that down and like, you know, like he's Middle Eastern, so his hair grows like that. So it was just real frustrating. Or he might want me to groom his, you know, his beard or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, yeah, it's just adding enhancement and just making everything look camera ready.
Absolutely. And it just doesn't stop at the hair, y'all. Like I said, it's the mustache trimming. It's the beard, it's the facial, it's the, you know, waxing the nose hair, the ear hair is like, I don't know where y'all men grow hair on your face like that, but it gets
the ingrown hairs.
Yeah, so I mean like and you treat all of that.
Everything. I mean, I have like services like the piano facial. People are like, what the hell is that?
Okay, yeah, so explain to us what a piano facial is.
The piano facial is basically I just put, you know, like a cleanser on somebody's face and I literally like just
play the piano.
Yeah, I play the piano. Like, and they're just like, oh, what is that? I'm like, oh, that's my piano facial. It's just a little selling tool. Like, I'm a master of sales. I can sell anything. So
yeah, that's a good enhancement to have because like men usually don't, you know, have that when they have haircuts and are provided those treatments like as far as facials or you know like waxing. You know, you put that hot wax to a man's face or anything, it's gonna be like, ooh, I
done seen plenty of videos like that too, where people just fuck their face up like, ooh.
And then it's a burn mark, and you got like, you know, you got to deal with that for weeks and all of that stuff. So
the red rash, right?
Yeah, or like even when the clippers get hot.
Clippers is hot, when them clippers is biting, and you got a bloody line
clippers is biting.
Oh my gosh.
That is hilarious.
That's the real deal, man. When them clippers is biting, you got a bloody line up all the way across your head.
Right. Or the scar. It's scarred.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, I know you've cut a lot of people's hair. And who do you think the either easiest to cut or you've gotten the closest to as a client-friend relationship that you've cut hair?
It's crazy that you asked me that. The easiest haircut I would have to say is Mr. Dan Fleshman, which, you know, obviously anybody who knows Dan Fleshman, he's a big motivational speaker, big time investor. He's literally a #1 all the way around. No lineup.
No lineup.
No lineup. Literally. #1, in and out.
No lineup.
No lineup at all. He hates it. Just all natural cut. And then the question as far as like, you know, like the relationships that I've built with my clients, I mean, that's one thing that separates me from a lot of other barbers is my personality. Like I can walk into any room and just become a chameleon to whatever surrounding I'm in. And, you know, I'm funny, I'm outgoing, and I'm not no groupie.
Right.
I'm gonna make my presence, in any room that I stand in, and they love it.
Yeah,
I'm real with them.
It's definitely always a good time to be around JC.
This is
Okay,
hilarious.
so we talk about so haircuts the easiest, the hardest. What's the hardest haircut you've had
Yeah,
to
like
deal with?
travel
And don't
the
say
greatest
Quran
lengths.
either.
I want to hear some great length story. I went all the way 15-hour flight type shit.
Okay. The hardest haircut I've ever had to do was one of my clients. His name is Nasir Al-Thani. He's a sheikh from Qatar. And the first time I ever met him, I was on set with French and ASAP Rocky. And he literally was like, hey, can I get the haircut? Can I get the haircut? I'm like, hey, bro, like, I'm working. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, he's in sandals and a soccer jersey. And I'm just like, the fuck are you?
Oh shit.
I'm literally on set working. So after 3 times, his assistant comes and he says, hey, my boss would love to get a haircut from you. Can you come to the Beverly Hills Hotel? So I'm like, all right.
He was
whatever.
here.
Yeah, he was out here.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, all right, cool. I pull up to the Beverly Hills Hotel. They had a security checkpoint. Why? I don't know. What the hell's going on? So I get there, and I'm here. I was like, I'm here to see Nasir Al-Thani. He was like, okay, 1 second. ID? I'm like, ID? What the fuck is going on?
Right. You didn't know who he was.
I didn't know who he was.
Right.
So when I told him that, they escort me to the top floor. Mind you, he had the whole top floor rented out. We go into one room where he was playing with his lion.
He was playing with his
He's
lion.
playing
In
with
the
his lion.
Beverly Hills
In the
Hotel.
Beverly Hills. I'm
Beverly
like, what the
Hills.
fuck is going on? So then we go into the other room, and he's like, okay, mind you, all I did was put a razor line on the top of his beard. But when I tell you, he said, this hair, right here, right here,
Like that one hair.
with a razor. I'm like, this one, right here. I'm like, so that must have been the most tedious haircut for me, because it's like, he wanted it natural, but he wanted it sharp, and I'm like, bro, just let me do my thing. After I was done, he said, how much? I said, $2,000. He said, his assistant came and brought me 2020s. Check this out. So I said, do you need me to, cut your hair on a regular? Because I was just playing around with the whole 2000. Like, he really brought it. He's like, can you buy me my own kit? I said, oh, you want me to buy your own clipper kit? That's going to run you like $3,000.
He was just throwing numbers
I
out there.
ran it up on him. But every time he would come to LA, it was the most like I don't even, like, my hands don't shake, but
But with this
get
hair,
this one hair, like just one hair, like, and then not cutting him because his skin was so sensitive, it was crazy.
So that, like, how long did it take you to do his lineup or his beard?
No cap, it took me 45 minutes to get like a couple hairs on his beard.
A couple hairs?
A couple hairs, no bullshit. I'm just, boom.
Sweating with his opticals on.
Yeah, and he's just looking at me like,
You
Eye
gonna get,
contact.
like, you gonna get this hair or
yeah,
not?
bro, you're not supposed to look at me in my eye. I'm looking, I'm like, so yeah, that has to be the most tedious haircut. Shout out to Nasir Al-Thani. He's also the owner of the Malaga soccer team.
Which soccer team?
Malaga,
Okay.
Malga,
He's out
okay.
of the soccer team.
yeah,
That's dope. And he's a sheik too.
Sheikh of Qatar.
Sheikh of
Wow.
Qatar. Oh, that's dope.
That's big.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never been to Qatar. That.
Well, you got clients, man.
I love my golf
Shakes.
clients though, and my poker clients.
Oh, okay. So, y'all, if you don't know JC, if you don't follow JC,
Oh yeah.
he's a golfer. He's
big
really
one.
a golfer, not a barber, y'all. That's what
Yeah.
he is.
Sure
So
is.
let's talk about golf.
Oh shit.
How'd you
gonna-
start?
What
how'd
got
you
you
start?
started in
Yeah.
golf?
I started when COVID started. It was really nothing to do, and you couldn't play basketball or anything like that. I had went to Top Golf when I was doing my tour, and I thought it was fun. So long story short, all my boys was like, "Yo, golf is where you close all the biggest deals." And I'm like, "Let me get the fuck out of here! Like, stop. That's just for squares." So I started hitting the ball, and I'm like, "Damn! Like, this is low key.
hard.
Like, it's a workout. Like, I'm sitting in the sun during COVID, and I'm like just swinging the golf club. I lost 30 pounds in a month and a half.
So
Just
that's how you lost all the weight.
yes,
Golf?
that's it.
That's
I was in the summer
crazy.
just swinging the golf club, boom, 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 boom. So then I fell in love with it because I actually started hitting the ball far. Now that I'm a 9 handicap, it's like for somebody who's been playing less than 2 years, and I play golf with a bunch of people on the golf course, they're like, "You're amazing." So it's just motivating for me because number one, I can beat all my friends in a sport that
they've been playing.
No, I mean not necessarily that they've been playing, but I mean I played football, basketball, ran track, and I was always one in last place. But now I'm in first place. So what y'all gonna do?
So he's like he's good now. So he, you know, when JC get good, let me tell y'all something about JC. When JC get good at something, you can't tell him shit.
Nah.
You cannot tell him nothing.
I love when people pray on my downfall.
Nothing. Like he's the type of oh no, I'm good. You can't tell me shit.
Yep.
Like that's JC to the fullest. To the fullest. That's so crazy because now I know he ain't never gonna stop playing golf now.
No, hell no.
That's it. It's golf.
Yep.
Golf or die. But it's crazy because the fact that you got a golf ball and not no clippers in your pocket is nuts. Like I said, he's a real golfer and not a barber, y'all. But he does both. He does both.
I mean, I'm low-key retired from cutting hair. Like, a lot of people don't notice. I mean, a lot of people ask me, too, like, bro, do you still cut hair? And I'm like, I only cut hair for certain clients. Like, me and my wife, we have a trucking company that just creates an enormous amount of revenue for the household. And I really have all day to just play golf. So you got to be a special, you got to be a special client, or I really just got to fuck with you for me to even cut your hair because my clippers don't turn off for nothing less than 5. Unless you like family, like I'll show love, but like other than that, like I really don't need to cut hair no more.
That's dope though. That's when you know like you've grown to the point of like you've accomplished that. It's like Vini Vini Vici.
Yeah.
You came, you saw, and you conquered. Now on to the next thing. So and it's dope because I know he's done like barber tours where he motivates other barbers that are inspiring or growing. Yeah.
There it is.
Tell him about it. Tell him about it.
Barber Club.
I'm real passionate about the whole Anti-Broke Barbers Club. The reason being is we have over 1,000 ambassadors that are pushing the line across the U.S. And because I'm able to motivate and inspire, like the younger generation of barbers and hairstylists to want more for themselves and not just, fall victim to, being a slave behind the chair, it helps them understand their whys on why they really go to work every single day and why they work so hard or why they don't feel like they can't do certain things. Like anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it.
Absolutely.
So with the whole Anti-Broke Barbers Club, we're very big on accountability. When people say that they want to do something, we're gonna hold you to that. And it's actually brought me to a better, how should I say that, a better place in my life where I don't want to be looked at as, oh, he's just a dope barber. Like I want to be looked at as a great father, a great friend, a great,
entrepreneur, businessman, just everything in general. Absolutely. Because it's just like I said, you don't just do barber, you don't just cut hair, you do so much more than that. Even when you cut hair, you do so much more than that. It's not just like a one-stop shop type of situation. So it's dope that you are expanding your brand and just knowing you for years and like the growth that is become of everything is super dope to watch.
Thank you.
I have a question I want to backtrack on since I know this is a big part of your life now, golfing, man. And you said closing deals on the course. What was one of your biggest deals you felt like you was like, you know what, damn, I'm happy I golfed today?
Shit. So I played golf with this one dude. And when I tell you, he's there every single day. The dude makes $140,000 a month with 4 trucks.
Ford?
Four trucks.
No, with four trucks.
Oh, trucking. Okay.
Yeah, truck.
So I'm like, you make $140,000 a month and you play golf every single day and you just own 4 trucks? He said, yeah. So I was like, how? Like, I told you, I'm a chameleon.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm out there in the polo. He's like, oh, you cut hair? I'm like, yeah, I cut hair. He's like, so, but how are you here? Because it's $200 to play here, and you're here every day. Well, I'm not your average barber.
Right.
So I like to get I made it intriguing for him to even want to know why I'm there. So I started, being a chameleon. I'm like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I own trucks. I was like, tell me about the trucking industry. I let my personality show and stuff like that. And he was like, hey, let's do lunch. Let me show you some things.
Right.
And after that, I told my wife, I was like, babe, quick Kaiser. Right now, we're about to invest in this box truck. And we're about to run it up from there. And ever since then, like now we're about to working on the second truck, and a bunch of our other friends have trucks. We starting a whole big fleet. Like it's about to be crazy.
Oh,
so
nice.
that's what changed that decision to make these trucks.
Oh hell yeah.
Learned it from the
logistics.
Golf course.
Yeah, I learned that.
And that was straight through the golf course.
Through the golf, yeah.
Whole different business, whole different investment. But like I still, I'm very big on like connecting with people because I feel like once you know somebody or know how they think or know what they do or know how they move, you can do it your own way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like once you know the basics of everything, whether that's whether that's real estate, whether that's trucking, whether that's investing, whether that's NFTs, whatever it is. Like once you get, you know, an earful from the professional or knows how to do it, then you good, you golden.
Absolutely.
So
And
that connection just means everything.
And that's another reason why I went so hard with learning how to play the game of golf so much, because I don't want to be looked at as, oh, this guy's a thug. Like I've been to the Trump course literally one time, and I'm like, hey, how you doing, sir? Shirt tucked in and everything. And they're looking at me like, oh, what's up, homeboy? Excuse me? Homeboy, oh, we doing that today? You know, like literally, they'd be like, oh, you guys are playing with these thugs right here. Excuse me. So just being looked at as I'm not supposed to be in a certain area, I really do, when I start, you know, my game starts showing, they're like, hey, like, how are you so good? What do you do? I'm like, I play golf every day. But you're a barber. I know I'm a barber and I can play golf every day. Yeah. Well, why? Why? You know, like I make them want to talk to me. So that's why I love the game of golf so much, because I'm able to talk to people that I'm able to sit in rooms where I'm normally not even supposed to be able to.
Yeah.
Especially having 3 felonies.
That's dope.
That changed your life around right there.
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
It's a big change. That's dope.
All right, you was bringing up your wife. Let's talk about the wifey and the children. He's married, y'all, and happily rocking his ring. I love it. I love to see it. Love to see it.
You go show it
Love
to
to see it.
I'm off
Put
the
a ring
market.
on it. Put a ring
I'm
on
off
it.
the market. Ladies, leave me alone.
I know that's right. Represent. Represent your marriage.
I'm just saying, I mean, in LA, I used to be the biggest demon in the streets. And it's crazy, when I met her at a party.
Really?
It was a COVID party. I met her and I'm like, oh
During
my
the
God.
COVID party.
COVID party, bro.
During the COVID party.
I literally watched her walk into the bar. I told my boy, I said, hey, that's the one right there. Watch this. And so she walked past me and I had all my jewelry and I opened my mouth. I said, she looked at me, she said, ew. I said, oh, bro, that's the one. She don't care about none of this. And it's crazy that I have all this on right now, because I was doing this because, you know, we had a little argument at the house. I was like, man, I'm about to put on all my shit. Fuck that. So I know, you know, when she sees it, she's like, ew, I can't believe you wore that. No, but yeah, I love my woman, Chanel. Shout out Chanel. Put it up there.
Tatted in the skin.
Right there.
So you know it's real.
Right?
Tatted in the skin forever.
I love to see it. Love, growth and prospering in love. Kids, London.
Yeah.
How old are the kids?
London is
Tell
turning
'em.
9 this year, and I have another daughter who's 16, turning 17, Amaya. She's three-year varsity star, averaged 18 points a game, 10 steals.
Hooping. What position?
Point guard.
Point
Mind
guard,
you,
running the show,
she
too.
ain't never played basketball until 3 years ago.
That's dope.
And in her first year, she was getting letters and scouted from Washington State, because I was on her ass every single day at every single one of her practices, making sure that she got her work done. And she's a straight A student.
I know that's right.
And right now, it's funny, she got a job.
Go ahead. Okay, so that's my next question, because Karan's trying to look for a job.
Oh, shit.
So he's still 15, and you know, they got to have a work permit from school. So he's looking for jobs that hire 15-year-olds, but he turned 16 in 2 weeks. So how was she able to, like, you know, get a job? Did she wait till she was 16, or did she?
She waited till she was 16. She works at In-N-Out right now. It's the funniest shit ever. So I'm like, what do you do? She's like, oh, I'm the one that takes the orders at the outside. And I'm like, that's what you do? She called me like 2 weeks ago. She said, Daddy, I got a promotion. I'm on fries. I said,
I'm on fries.
I was like, I respect the hard work.
No, I love it. I love it, because my son, he's on that right now. Like, you know, girls come into your life, you got to spend money. So I'm like, so where you going? You want to go to the movies? Well, what money you got to go to the movies?
Exactly.
What have you done to get money to go to the movies?
Exactly.
You know, or like he wants to learn how to drive now. So it's like, okay, well, you got to take your your written test, and then now he's like getting information on his own because he wants it. Yeah. You know, so he's like, okay, I got to do 30 hours of, like, you know, all of that stuff. So he's on it. He's definitely on it.
Well, you should tell him to work at a barbershop sweeping hair.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
That'd be a good thing.
I used to do that for a lot of the kids when I was working in the shop. I would employ kids out of high school, and we had 8 barbers in the shop. We would pay them $20 a day, but they had to sweep up all our hair. They had to clean up after all of our clippers after every single haircut, bring us a hot towel, If we wanted something from the store, they needed to go, basically a runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But out of
absolutely.
8 people, you getting $20 a day.
Yeah.
That's all cash.
Yeah, and that's good money for 15,
For somebody,
16 years
exactly.
old.
And we made sure that we kept, well, not, Karan's a good boy, but we made sure we got all the boys that was trying to run around, the streets being thugs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let me show you.
Yeah,
Let me show you what that shit
absolutely.
is really like.
Yeah, and then they learn how hard it is to make a dollar. Because
Oh,
kids
absolutely.
nowadays, they don't understand like the value of like actually working and making a dollar. Like it's not easy. Like you don't just come into work and you work 8 hours and you're making thousands of dollars, or you just having all these racks in your pocket. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're talking about you making $500 a haircut, but in reality, you go, whether it is In-N-Out, KFC, wherever it is that you're working, you're not making $500 an hour to do what it is that every 9 to 5
He worked his
shop
way up to that.
is making.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's just like like he said, he came from a small,
Small
room
project,
to
yeah.
now that's the size of his bathroom. So it takes that motivation, and I feel like that drive and that ambition to get to that point, but you have to start somewhere. And I feel like it's good that now that our kids are teenagers, they want to work and they're striving to get that bag. And
Absolutely.
it's like like you said, to us it's funny, like the little promotion is like what like that. To us it's like, oh, that's a promotion for them, but it's that motivation, that drive to actually be like, oh, hey, I did it. I'm a little bit further, and now I can make a little bit more money.
Yeah.
And they realize like, all right, working is hard and paying bills is hard, because before that working stage, I mean, they just, all right, I want to do this. I want to eat here. I want to have this. I want these shoes. I want this, compression garment for football or whatever it is.
These kids are so spoiled nowadays. And I'm pretty sure you guys go through this. Take your kid to school in the morning. That line be ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
And then having to pick them up, I'm like, yo,
More
I used to have to take the
ridiculous.
MTA to go to school and then walk.
Yeah.
So when my kids start acting up, I'm like, yo, you want to act spoiled? All right, cool. You're going to wake your ass up at 5 o'clock. We're going to walk to school. How about that? Tried it one time. It's never again. Never again will they tell me, oh, can I get McDonald's in the morning? What? You got me fucked up. Like, fuck out of here.
Can we stop by Starbucks?
Make some eggs, rice, and hot dog.
And
Or or spam shit.
and call it a day.
Right?
Absolutely. So we talked about barbering, golf, relationships.
We talked about that.
What you got coming up? I know you did a tour with the Anti-Broke Barbers Club.
Yeah, so that was 2021's tour. We did 22 cities. This year, 2022, we have 36 cities that we doing.
That's dope.
Also, check me out on Holy Moly ABC. I also have my own reality show. It's airing overseas. I don't know if y'all know about that or not. I really haven't promoted it, but it's called, if you Google JC the Barber TV show, it's airing in Africa, Europe, Asia, Canada, and Mexico. It's still airing till this day. We shot it in like 2018.
Oh, that's
dope.
And it's basically gives you the insider. I mean, when anybody sits in a barber chair, they open up, they tell you everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll see shit like that you would have never assumed from your favorite celebrities. And it just shows my day-to-day life, just ripping and running the streets of LA. And like in the
That's
family
dope.
time.
That's
That's
dope.
dope.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love how you
That's
incorporated the family time
Oh, absolutely.
with work. Always essential. For everyone that comes on the show, we play this game so people can get to know you
have three
outside of
options.
who you are.
Oh, shit.
So you got bad choices, pick your poison, or hot seat. But I think we should just give him bad choices and pick your poison. Hot seat's not. JC's more bad choices and pick your poison. You don't
So-
get the hot seat
So
option.
no hot seat option for him. Bad choice to pick your poison. Which one you think?
The what would you rather do?
So one is what would you rather, and one is like have you ever.
Have you ever? Yeah. It's pretty
I'm gonna let you pick that one real quick.
informational.
I'm gonna let you pick it. Either one I'm cool with. I'm gonna let you pick it.
I want to do bad choices. I want to see what kind of choices JC would make.
All right,
Wow.
bad choices. You pick the cards.
You pick the
we
cards.
We just asked the questions.
Yeah. So
Good
you're
luck,
gonna
because they all hard.
hand us
This
about,
is what I mean when I went to the golf course. They automatically assumed that I was bad.
you can hand us about 3
No,
cards each.
the reason why I did that is because I feel like the hot seat questions aren't gonna do it like these questions would do it. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's gonna answer them, so I just feel like let's get into it.
I
Let's
have
really
no
get into
filter.
it.
Fuck, man. Shit.
Oh, this is gonna be a good
Look at
one.
this question.
All right. All right, I'm gonna go first.
Okay, so rules is you have to answer honestly. You can't remix. Well, you could give your explanation on to why as you answered it and why.
Yeah, you
Are
can't
these
make up
questions
your
that
own
bad?
mind.
They're not that bad.
They're not that bad.
You just took.
That was
Okay.
just the rules. You can
Okay.
give your reason as to why you say like, this is my answer and this is what had happened was.
Okay.
You can do
Okay.
that.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I could go first.
Go ahead.
Shit.
I'll
All right.
start off slight and go hard.
First question. As an adult, have you ever physically pissed your pants?
No.
Are you telling the truth?
Absolutely not. I am telling the truth. I've never pissed my pants as an adult.
All right.
As a kid, yeah.
All right. Have you ever made a New Year's resolution that lasted less than a week?
Have I ever made a New Year's resolution?
That
No.
lasted less than a week. Everything you followed through on.
No, wait. Follow through?
I mean, it lasted less than a week.
All my New Year's resolutions lasted less than a week.
So you have.
I have, yeah. There you
Okay.
go. Okay.
You have.
You know, that's everybody though.
That's
Everybody will
a
say,
gen-
I'm
general
gonna go to the
question.
gym.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go
Exactly.
vegan.
Exactly.
Facts,
Oh, that's
facts,
That's why we
facts.
starting light. We starting light
Okay.
with them.
All right. Would you never have sex again in your life for $3 million?
Fuck no.
$3 million.
In your life.
In your
That
life,
is no
never.
more ever for $3 million.
What about no jacking off? No, I can't. No, 3 M's. No. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. No.
Jack it up.
No.
Look, he adding remixes. I said you can't remix
I love
it.
my woman and shit. I be getting woken up to bed. Wow, okay, cool. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I'm a week. All right. Do you complain a lot about first world problems?
First world problems.
You're like, the fucking Wi-Fi ain't working today. Let me
No,
restart the problem.
no, I don't. The reason why is because I'm a firm believer of the secret and what thoughts you manifest actually happen. So if there's traffic,
Amen.
you'll never hear me say, fuck, there's traffic. Or, oh, I'm gonna be late. No, I don't, you'll never hear me complain about shit. If it is what it is.
That's a good way to explain who you
So-
are, man.
Amen.
I like that answer.
Amen. All right. The last one I got is, has your friendliness ever been misinterpreted for flirting?
100%. You need an explanation for that?
No,
I mean,
I don't.
100%.
I feel like people judge, even if you're not trying to flirt, it might come off as flirting. Everybody has different mindsets and perspectives, so that's my explanation on that.
Well, I mean, I'll touch on that. A lot of women will say that I'm an asshole, right? And it's funny because I will literally be like, bitch, what the fuck is you looking at? Like, stop, get the fuck away from
No,
me.
JC's kind of mean, y'all.
But the funny thing is, and no, this is not being disrespectful to women. I apologize if I use the word. But when I do that, they'll literally be like, oh my gosh, you're so hot. Because everybody will try to get at that,
No, yeah,
that one
it's
chick.
different,
And I'm just like, yo,
absolutely.
get out my face. Like, you can't even talk to me. Like, your credit score not even up. Don't talk to me.
I'm weak. All right, this
Terrible.
last one right here is kind of similar to what you're talking about in your heydays.
Motherfucker, save the best one. Go
The
ahead.
best one for last. Have you ever accepted a late night booty call? I
There's a married man here.
I gotta ask you, man.
Oh,
Have you
married
ever
man.
accepted a late night booty call? It could have been any time in your life.
Before
Before, let's say,
2020?
Before 2020.
Every night.
Every
said
night you was
every
accepting them booty calls.
Every night.
Lord
I
have
was a
mercy.
demon. Demon time. Demon time. Demon time.
He had to take off the optics for that
glasses.
one,
It's
y'all.
insane. Before
Every
2020,
time.
absolutely. After that, nah, not no more.
Nah, no more booty call.
That's dope, though. I love that you represent your marriage, and he's a changed man, y'all.
Change man. Don't call him
Super
late
change.
night.
The
Dog.
right one will do it.
Bro,
the
I
right
have
one
no
will do it.
hoes. My phone does not ring, and it's crazy because all the homies will be like, "Hey, bro, call to work." I'm like, "Man, say less." 2, 3 in the morning. Pull up. Now,
None of that.
hey, bro, you playing golf in the morning? Like that's the kind of text message I get.
That's his conversation. You grow and you glow. It's a different life.
Things
And,
change.
you're happy and you look happy and, you
Thank you.
married, kids, golf. Like, it's just, I just feel like we
Sure.
grow as people. We grow every day
Mm-hmm.
and you change every day. So, your interests are different now. And it doesn't mean that they're bad interests. They're just different. And I respect that.
It's funny that you say that because I done had like me and Von Miller, right? Like me and Von, we used to fucking demons. But now we play golf all the time, and our conversations, just like you said, the conversation be weird. Before it used to be like, hey bro, that bitch got a fat ass. And now it's like, hey bro, you see that new Titleist driver? Like that's the type of conversations that we have, and I'm like, bro, we're washed. Like we are really washed. That's all we talk about. Golf clothes, golf shots, and fucking golf courses. Like what the fuck is wrong with us?
But there's nothing wrong with y'all. Y'all just growing. And I just feel like it's all about growth. It's all about evolution. And it's all about being better people at the end of the day.
Yep.
And what we push out in this world and make it be light and love. And
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So where can we find you? We didn't get into that.
That's very easy. You guys can find me at on Instagram. My manager, I don't even know why he doesn't do Twitter for me. Instagram, Google. Matter of fact, you want to find me, just Google JCTHA Barber, and you'll see all the fuck you need to see. It's all there for you. I'm an open book. There's nothing really to hide.
He's hilarious on the gram, y'all.
Funny guy, hilarious.
Hilarious on the gram. But
It's gonna be funny when I post
JC
that video. What you just said.
JC the Barber, THA.
THA Barber. You can also check me out for
Absolutely.
Anti-Broke Barbers Club. Also, anybody that's watching this right now, if this airs before April 9th, is it gonna air before April 9th?
What's today?
April 9th
Oh
is
no, that's 2
Saturday.
days.
Shit,
Yeah,
never
no.
mind. I was gonna say, your boy got nominated for an International Hair Grammy Award.
Oh, so say that. So say I got nominated for an International Hair Grammy Award, and
But
the results.
the voting
yeah.
ends on the 9th.
Oh.
But I'll still throw that out there. I'm
Yeah.
I'm nominated for A-list Barber of the Year.
That's
so.
dope. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's dope. That's amazing.
Look out for that, y'all.
Absolutely. And that is it for Telly Talks. Thanks for coming on, Jason.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me.